welcome to the channel, Simon's Side of Football. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, it'd be much appreciated. Sorry I haven't done any videos for the last couple of days. I've had a few issues with my back and my hips. I've got a few issues lately, but there was some breaking news last night about Spurs. Over on club-to-club talks with Manchester City for Savinho. Apparently a player is open to moving Spurs if the two clubs can agree a fee. So Fabrizio Romano said about it yesterday. I'm going to read you a few of the things that have been said from Romano and things. So let's have a look. Let's just load it up. So let's find Romano. So Romano come out last night and said Tottenham open club-to-club talks to sign Savinho from Man City. Negotiations are ongoing between Spurs and City. Also understand Savinho is open to the move if the clubs can agree a fee, which I've just said. There's been some stuff from... What else? To give you my feeling, I think this deal for something around 70 million could be possible. Romano said that the last few moments as well while I have a look. So things look like they are accelerating on this deal. For me, it'd be a great deal if we can get Savinho. David Ornstein, I can't even say his name. I'm so bad with pronunciation. Sorry. Tottenham are in talks with Man City to sign Savinho. MCFC not actively wanting to sell, but 50 million plus deal being discussed for the 21-year-old. Open to Tottenham move. Pep Guardiola tends not to block when players want out. So this deal is starting to progress quite quickly from last night. Let's hope that we can get a deal for a player like this done. Would be great news for Spurs. You know, they need another winger. He played predominantly on the right for Man City last year, but he was at Girona the year before where he played on the left. He's played well in both seasons. He got 8 assists and 1 goal last year for Man City. He can take on his man. He's very good at beating his man, creating chances. So yeah, great. It'd be great if we could get a player like that. If he could play on the left, Kudus on the right, or maybe he'll play on the left and Kudus in the 10. We'll have to wait and see if Spurs go out and get another. If they do go out and get a number 10, I hope they would do. I think we're playing in 4 competitions this year where we want to be doing well in all 4 competitions. It's, you know, that's what the chairman has said. Daniel Levy wants to be fighting on all 4 competitions. So for me, that would say that we still will need a number 10 as well. Who would that be? Who knows? You know, there's still talks that Spurs are interested in Eze as well. Romano mentioned that as well last night. That he's always been on Spurs' list, so we never know. Also, there's Harvey Elliott from Liverpool as well. I know Leipzig are very interested in him and are progressing well with him, but I think if Spurs would come in for him, I think he probably would choose to go to Spurs, in my opinion, Champions League football. But would Liverpool want to sell to another Premier League team? Their probably preference would be selling to Leipzig. But I don't think they would rule it out going for him to go to Spurs. So we'll have to wait and see if that progresses or if Eze one does. I think the Eze one's a bit more difficult. I think he probably wants more to go to Arsenal, so I think he's really sort of hanging out for that at the moment. But I think the later the window goes and he doesn't get his move to Arsenal, I think there's more chance then to get someone like Eze. So I think it all does depend if Spurs want to hold out for that number 10 and wait more towards the end of the window where Eze will probably will be more gettable than what it is right now. We'll have to wait and see. But But for me, I think we should go, if we can't get Eze and he's not jumping at the chance to join Tottenham, I think for me, it's probably better to go and get a Harvey Elliott, who I think is a good player and he works hard. So I wouldn't be out of the idea of going to do that instead. But Savinho, what a signing that would be if Spurs can get that done. If the player wants to come and, World Cup year next year, he probably wants to play first team football week in, week out. And at Man City, with all the great players they have, he's going to be a bit more limited. He'll get games at City because they rate him. But for me, if he wants to play week in, week out, then hopefully he will push for the move as well. And, Man City will let the deal happen. So it looks like Spurs are really interested. I think they even said they will pay over the odds to get the player. So it looks like they're... Thomas Frank really wants him. So, you know, we've got the Super Cup Wednesday. I think the squad's already been announced for that, so I don't think anyone who comes in now won't be able to play on the Super Cup. It'll be more for the start of the season against Burnley on Saturday. Hopefully we can get this winger in and get this number 10 ready for the Premier League to start on Saturday. You know, we've got Burnley at home. Be a difficult game because they will sit behind the ball and try getting a goal on the counter attack or on a set piece. And Spurs at the moment, without apart from Kudus, it'll be hard to open up a defence really. Without Maddison now out for the season, Kulusevski is out for a few more months yet, and Odibert, you know, good potential, you know, player, but not quite ready yet to play at the highest level. So, you know, and we've got Matthias Tell, who will probably be our backup on playing striker and left wing this season. I still think Richarlison will leave the club, but him and Solanke are both injury prone, so I think it will expect to see Tell play up front quite a lot this season as well. Don't know if Solanke's going to be fit for Wednesday yet. If he is, I wouldn't imagine he would start. I think it would be Richarlison because he's had no pre-season, Solanke. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, you know, with this Savinho deal. But good news for Spurs, you know. Hopefully this week they can get a couple of deals done, ready for the season. It'll look a lot more, you know, threatening up front because at the moment we look really short up there, you know, with just Kudus, you know, Odibert and Tell not really ready, and no number 10. You know, we've got to play with Bergvall, who's still young as well, and I'll see him more as an 8 than a 10. And then Sarr, they try playing a bit further forward against Bayern Munich, which really, for me, didn't work. We looked really out of sorts. I know it was only a friendly, but I think it was a bit of a wake-up call where, attacking-wise, you know, every time we got the ball forward, we had no outlet. You know, Richarlison's dreadful at holding the ball up. He's got no control on him. And you know, Kudus was trying to run at defenders, but had no one to back him up with him. So having Savinho on the other side who can take on his players quick and, you know, he can push defenders back would be a great signing for Spurs and someone we would really desperately need. So let's hope we can get this deal done. If there's any more developing news about this deal or any other deals, I will let you guys know. Hope you all have a great day and I'll catch you all soon. And as always, come on you Spurs.